Okay,
Hannah,
cool.
are you hearing me?
Yes.
Hannah announced me like some boxer. I feel like I gotta punch somebody now.
Real funny.
Thanks, Pat, for laughing at me. What's up? Well, young people also did. It's in the middle of the night. Hello. I should just like crawl into a corner and die lah. Is anybody alive? Nice try. All right. My name is Josh, as Hannah told you guys. Uh, I'm one of the leaders of the youth ministry here in Agape. And I just want to start with a question. Like, so, okay, by show of hands, how many of you guys just finished like a major exam, like O levels? Oh, yeah, you also okay. O levels, A levels, PSLE. Don't know anybody from PSLE. Hey, corporate, eh? Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you some good news. Okay, in 5 days' time, right, next Thursday, right, I'm going to do the last exam that I will ever do in the rest of my life. Nobody seems excited, like you know. I'm quite excited, like woo! I'm very excited. Okay, anyway. So I'm going to take the last exam of my uni life. Yeah, I mean, I'm a fourth year in NUS, and that will be it lah. After that, it'll be no more. So, at a time like this, when I'm transitioning from school to work, I get a chance to think about how my life has been so far. So, some of you guys, when you reach these kind of points, you might think that your life has been pretty good. Maybe things have been going well. You've been doing well in school. You have a significant somebody else, maybe. Others might think that your life has been kind of sucky. Like some things could have gone better, stuff like that. When I was your age, I can say that because most likely I've been all of your ages except for Wei Jie. Sorry. When I was your age, one of the things that I thought about all the time was how I would always fail to meet expectations. So at first, they were other people's expectations of me. I mean, like, you know, when you're young, you don't really have expectations, right? You just want to have fun. Maybe you expect to have fun, lah. But first of all, at first, it was people's expectations. So, like, in primary 4, we used to have this thing called streaming. Did you guys have streaming in primary 4? Okay, that shows how old I am. So we had a thing called streaming in primary 4, like back when I was in primary 4. So there were all these bandings, right? So like EM1 is the best, and my parents wanted me to get into EM1, and I didn't get into EM1. Yeah, predictably. But that wasn't so bad, right? I mean, didn't get into EM1, whatever, disappoint my parents, it's okay. When I was in primary 5, I did quite badly in my exams, like end of year exams. And then what happened was in primary 6, I went from like primary 5, like the second best class, to primary 6, the second worst class. I don't know how I did that badly, but I guess I wasn't studying or something. So what happened was when I dropped classes, all my friends dropped me, basically. So like when I went to primary 6, I had basically no friends. Everyone said, "Oh, yeah, I know you're fake one, bloody hell." So okay, in Sec 3, there was another milestone disappointment. I failed English in my MIA exams. Yeah, I know it doesn't sound like it, but I did. And my dad had to go to school to meet the principal, because apparently it was a big deal or something. So anyway, my dad went down to school to meet the principal. And that's kind of okay. I mean, like some of you guys have probably gone through that before. My dad is an English and Lit teacher, and he used to teach in my school, so he knew everybody. And one of his colleagues came to me, funny, he's a Chinese teacher, came to me and asked me, "Your dad is an English teacher, then you fail English." Is that right? Okay, so now Sec 4. Most of you guys have passed this stage. Oh, no, sorry, there are people in the front who haven't. So by Sec 4, I started to form my own expectations, right? So like, you want to do how well for O levels, where do you want to go after you finish O levels, stuff like that. So there was a certain JC that I wanted to go to that my secondary school was affiliated with. And I really worked very hard. I mean, like, I really wanted to do it. So basically, mid-year, Sec 4, I had like a massive amount of points on my L1, R5. And then by prelims, which used to be an important thing, I halved that. So I thought, okay, well, wouldn't it be nice if I halved it again? Sadly, it didn't happen. So I didn't do well enough to get into the school that I wanted. I ended up going to Ngee Ann Polytechnic to study Mass Comm. No response. There are some people are from Mass Comm here, but anyway. Whoa, who said that? Thanks, Chris. Okay, so fortunately, when I went to poly, things turned around because I really enjoyed my course. Other than playing bass up there, I'm also like fiddling with the cameras and stuff lah. So like that's kind of my thing now. But like I obviously I really love what I was doing, right? So when you love what you're doing, you make it the effort to do as best as you can. Correct or not? Y'all act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. This is the crowd I'm getting tonight. Okay, so but when you put in your best to do something, right, you always want to get good results, right? I mean, like you never like put in your best and then you're like, maybe I'm gonna suck, maybe I'm gonna fail. Like, I put in my best, but it's okay if I fail, kind of thing. That's not your expectation. You always expect to do well or as good as you can. But I would never hit the target GPA that I set for myself. Like even when the target GPA was like relatively low, I would like never be able to hit it. I always like 0.1 off. It's just like damn annoying. And now, even when I'm in university, I also like consistently get worse grades than I want to get lah. That's quite sad considering I still have one more exam. But over time, as I went through all these things and my iPad gets really heavy, the experiences of my life I found were making me who I am. So like the person that I am here, standing in front of you today, is the summary of all my failures and like some success lah. And at the same time, I also realized that they were slowly beginning to draw me to God. So a bit of my background is I was born in a Christian family, but I never really got this whole Christianity thing. And it was only over the course of my life as I failed and succeeded and learned how even the failures ended up being good for me, that it ultimately drew me back to God lah. So I realized that what I was going through basically was essential to who I am becoming. And as I continue to fail, that will also be essential. And if I can trust God, right, and follow the path that He wants me to go, then I will end up being the person that He wants me to be, and it will all work out lah. And thankfully, so far that has been true. Because it looks like failure to us, it looks like failure to the people around us, but each of these things, if they didn't happen, I would be a completely different person. And I mean, to be honest, I may not even be here lah. I mean, one of the reasons why I'm here is because I went to Ngee-Ann. So at this point, right, you might actually say, actually, my situation is not so bad, right? I mean, like, I'm quite smart, I'm kind of funny, even though you're not laughing at me. I'm relatively good looking. I'm generally quite successful, kind of. I don't really have to worry about money. My parents are not divorced. My family's not broken, all these kind of things. Like, how can I understand you if you're going through much worse than me? You might say also that you would love to have the life that I have had. And I would say thank you, because those are nice things to say. That was supposed to be a joke, but nobody laughed, and that's okay. But the point isn't whether or not I can relate to you or you can relate to me, or my stories are your stories. Each of us has a different life, and we will all not always have the same stories. You may have some of my stories, but you won't have some of the rest. The most important thing that I found is that Jesus can understand, and He does understand. And He knows what each of you are going through. He went through every kind of suffering that is when He was here on earth. So did your friends betray you? Like, as you guys know, I lost all my friends when I did badly. Jesus' friends betrayed Him and they caused Him His death. Do you feel alone? I often do feel alone still. And I have many, I'm pretty sure that in future I will also still feel alone. Well, on the cross, Jesus was more alone than any of us will ever be. But Jesus didn't give up when He was on the cross because He was doing something truly amazing. He was saving each of us, both you and me. Each of Jesus' sufferings were necessary to accomplish the mission that He wanted to accomplish, so that all of us effectively could go to heaven. So we didn't give this year's gig a theme. As you guys know, the gig is called Race Gig 2015. By the way, Race stands for Radical Agape Youth, if you guys didn't know. Oh, thanks for trying. So we didn't give this year's gig a theme, but if it were up to me, I would call the gig Unlikely. That would be the name of the gig. So why would I call it Unlikely? This is the first year that the gig was organized not by the ministry as a whole, like a whole bunch of people, but it was organized by 5 people within a single cell group. So if you join me, please give them a round of applause for all the people who organized this gig. Thanks for cooperating. You guys have been quite good actually. Okay, so each of our 8 bands, and there are 3 more songs in case you guys didn't know, and each song is played by a different band. So each of our 8 bands only had like at most 3 or 4 practices each to put together the songs that you hear tonight. Do you think that we've done a good job? I should have. I know I shouldn't have done it but I thought maybe you guys like the gig a bit better or something like that. Thanks, Owen. And a number of us, including me, tonight we are playing instruments that either we never played before or we weren't very familiar with. Like I'm not usually a bassist. I usually play other things. Like I usually play like acoustic guitar. Like in fact, 3 years ago I couldn't play any guitar. And today I can play 3 kinds. That's why just now I say I'm generally successful. I think quite successful lah. It's also extremely unlikely that outside this church, a bunch of young people like us will be able to even play a gig for you guys. I don't think any of the popular music establishments will let us play. But you know what? Jesus is all about unlikely. In fact, Jesus is about the impossible. No matter what you've done or who you are, Jesus loves you and he proved it on the cross when he died for you. He died for every person who stood on this stage tonight and every person in this room. And he's the reason why we are here putting on a show for you. We've done this gig, I think, for the last 7 or 8 years, every year without fail. And we do it because we want to share the love of Jesus with everybody that we know. He's the reason why, even in the most unlikely of situations, like the situation that we face organizing this gig, we can somehow do what we do, and we are united by what he has done for us. So the question is this the kind of family that you want to be a part of? We are a family. And make no mistake, when you accept Christ, you don't just accept him, but you accept his family as well. All of us who know him and we love him. We give our best and we give our everything because he gave us his everything. So does that mean that we will no longer suffer and get upset about failure? Of course not. That came out a bit weirder than I thought. I still deal with feelings of failure regularly. I still make mistakes. I'm still human. It's not like failure completely goes away when you become a Christian and you believe in Jesus. I make mistakes pretty much on a daily basis. But what it does mean is that I have a different perspective on failure. Failure is no longer what defines me, and it doesn't condemn me. I'm not useless because I have failed. I still feel sad about failure, and you would be crazy if you didn't, because nobody expects to fail. Nobody wants to fail. But I know that even if I fail, Jesus still loves me, and he showed that because he died for me. Jesus is the best friend you never knew you wanted. Do you want to know him? No, and you're not going to respond to that. It's all right. If you're here for the first time, or you have friends who invited you, ask the friend who invited you, tell me more about Jesus. Or you can talk to me if you are not scared by me by now. Or you can talk to any of the leaders, basically like all the adult-looking people standing around the back, staring at you like creepy people. We'll be happy to talk to you, basically, and share with you our life stories. Because each of us, I believe, has been touched by the good news of Jesus Christ and what he has done for each of us. And I guarantee you that you won't regret knowing Jesus. Thanks for your time.